Get inspired, stay inspired, where we get real about weight loss. Welcome back to Get Inspired, Stay Inspired. Here is your Inspire team, and this is the second episode of Get Rid of series. So today we are talking about belly fat. All of us have belly fat that we want to get rid of for
Yep.
sure. Okay. So we're going to give you 5 tips of how to get rid of that stubborn, aggravating belly fat. So let's get started. Before we go into the tips, why is it important to get rid of belly fat? Now, at Inspire Weight Loss, we focus on 2 different types of fat: visceral fat, subcutaneous fat. Dr. Marty, why is it important to tackle the visceral fat?
The visceral fat is it's the dangerous fat. It's the fat that wraps itself around your organs and it inhibits organ function. So a lot of times people will come in, and they'll have a fatty liver, or they'll have just depressed function in their body organs due to the fact that they have so much fat just wrapped around their organs inhibiting function.
Absolutely. And Dr. Donna, isn't it true that men are the ones that produce more visceral fat than even women?
That's true. And that's when men come in and say, hey, I got to get rid of this spare tire, and men are at risk, with that because men carry most of their weight in their belly. This is the type of fat that causes the diseases, like Dr. Marty said, causes the fatty liver, can cause heart disease, cholesterol, diabetes too. Nobody thinks about that. But that belly fat is a serious issue. It's not just
It is.
vanity.
Absolutely. And that's why men have that hard belly. And
Yep.
even I tell clients, even the skinniest men at some point have that hard belly. It's like they're
Yes.
skinny and then they have like this hard belly.
Yep.
That's the reason
They got
why.
the skinny legs and the big belly.
Yeah, exactly. It is a thing for men. And let's talk about women. What does women carry the most of? Which is a second type of fat that we tackle at Inspire Weight Loss, and that's a subcutaneous fat.
Yes.
Why is subcutaneous fat so frustrating for us, ladies?
That's the jiggly pinchy fat.
That's the rolls, right? The
Yep.
muffin top. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm. Yes, and we call it the fluff at Inspire. So we are going to talk about how to get rid of that fluff. So number one, Dr. Marty, what is number one?
Oh my goodness, number one, and we hear this in our office every single day because this seems to be our major demographic, is typically as we get older, menopause, andropause, and all of a sudden all the weight seems to go to the belly. So typically if you're in your, it could start as early as your, early to mid 40s all the way to your mid 50s, and all of a sudden your body's not doing what it used to. So you're still eating clean, you're still, you're doing your work, you're exercising regularly, and all of a sudden you're gaining weight in your belly. Well, one of the main reasons is hormonal imbalances. And although we cannot control all hormonal imbalances that happen with age through nutrition or through lifestyle, we can definitely control our cortisol production to a great extent through lifestyle habits. And we've been drilling this into everybody for talk after talk after talk. Every episode we talk back into this because it's so important. And the easiest ways is to get enough rest and to manage your stress levels. So all the things that we've been talking about in terms of, get your sleep, meditate or pray, or whatever form of easing your mind that you could find, all of these things, cortisol, and cortisol gives you belly fat. So get enough sleep, find stress management alternatives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Create
sure.
those boundaries that allow you to do that, guys.
Yep.
Do it, do it. All right, so number two, have you ever heard of the saying, abs are made in the kitchen? It is the truth,
It's
people.
true.
It is so
It
It's
is the
true.
truth.
true.
Number two is, what are you eating? What's your food intake look like? Especially, what are those things that bloat you? Those inflammatory things that bloat you, guys. Everybody is different, but there's certain things that bloat people so much. It's so common that it does, like rice, wheat. Dairy is a big one, and people eat dairy all the time. All the time. Dairy is super inflammatory. Um, believe it or not, there's some vegetables are inflammatory. And so we take a look at that when our clients come in and we see that there's some changes in their body and they're bloated and there's things going on. We do like elimination of certain vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, tomatoes, eggplant. Some of those can be inflammatory. Now, that doesn't mean that it's inflammatory to you, but what it does mean is that when you eat it and you feel a little funkiness, bloating afterwards, have an awareness and don't eat those again. Eliminate them and see if that was the culprit. So being aware of what you eat is super important. This is something that is in a lot of new things now, guys. Sugar alcohol. Now, you see things that are like sugar free. When you read the ingredients, if it has sugar alcohol, there's some people that can eat that and it's not a problem whatsoever. And there's some people like me that if I have a little bit of sugar alcohol, it's like the poltergeist is in my belly. It's like roar, roar, making all sorts of noises. I cannot have sugar alcohol, and that's becoming more and more common with people. Also, processed foods. Processed foods is a major culprit for bloating and inflammation. Sugar. I mean, we just did an episode on sugar. So see what you're eating, how your body responds to what you just ate, and then eliminate certain things so that you can really zone into how your body reacts to certain macros, certain types of food. Also, there are really great tests out there for food sensitivity, and Dr. Marty recommends Everlywell, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Just everlywell.com, and you could it's not super expensive. It's one of the most affordable ones that I have found.
Yep. So, awareness of when you're eating and how you feel, how your body responds to these things. And then you can also take tests out there that will tell you, hey, you should probably stay away from this, this, and that. So those two things are really important for you to manage your journey and your life and your food intake and your abs, because they're made in the kitchen. Dr. Donna, what's number 3?
Oh, number 3 is one of my favorite, is water. Water, water, water. I know some of my clients are like, Dr. Donna, you say the solution for everything is water, but it's the truth. I want to say between 80 to 85% of our clients coming in are dehydrated. They're not drinking enough water. If your body is not hydrated, it cannot naturally detox. So water is super, super important. It helps flush out. It actually, people are like, oh, I'm always tired. Food can definitely cause you to be tired, but it's water. If you're not drinking enough water, your brain kind of slows down. You don't want to do that. You don't want to feel tired and sluggish. So imagine you feeling sluggish. Your organs, your systems are going to feel sluggish, so they're not going to function. I have clients that come in and say, I drink a ton of water. Well, how much do you drink? Oh, I drink 3 bottles of water. It's not enough, people.
Yeah.
The average, look, the rule of thumb, people always ask me, clients say, how much, Dr. Donna, how much water should I be drinking? I tell them the rule of thumb is about half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water. But you should also be drinking more if it's hot. Okay. A lot of our clients, I'm in New Jersey, and it's kind of cold there right now. People are like, I don't drink that much water in the winter. I don't, it's not that hot. But I'll tell you what, your body still sweats. Your body still gets rid of water. If you've ever taken your socks off and walked across the room, a lot of the dehydration comes out from the bottom of your feet. So don't be fooled. Your body is functioning and detoxing. Your body needs the water. Don't forget to drink it. Get that water in.
Dr. Donna, what I find is that people actually do the opposite. They drink a lot of caffeine. So they start their day with coffee, right? And even some people start their day with sodas.
Yeah, Coach Martha, I think that's a great point. The caffeine, I start my day with coffee. I have a couple cups of coffee in the morning. You have to remember, for every cup of coffee you have that has caffeine, you should be drinking an extra glass of water, because the caffeine dehydrates you.
Right.
And tea, right? So you also mentioned the sodas and the drinks and the sugary drinks. Stay away from those sugary drinks. The caffeine will dehydrate you. Add that extra water in. for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So start early. Start
Yeah.
chugging early. That's what we tell clients. Dr. Marty, what's number 4?
Oh my goodness. Make your liver happy. Your liver has to break down all the fat, all the toxins, all the junk that you put in your body. It is your liver's job to break it down. If you do not have a happy liver, you are not going to get rid of belly fat. You are not going to lose weight. Your skin that isn't going to look good. The liver is one of the main organs that detoxifies your body. So in our office, for example, we handle that. It's one of the main things that we focus on. We want to make sure that your liver is effectively processing the fat that you burn on our program, because it's so much fat all at one time that we want to make sure that your liver is being effective in burning and, disintegrating it and getting it out of your system. So something like milk thistle, which is in our detoxified product. Milk thistle is so good for you if you have a sluggish liver. And what you find a lot of times is people have like a hard upper belly up here. And a lot of times that's liver inflammation. So, if you have one of these hard packed bellies, check your liver. Or if you have like that solid, the solid belly fat, I think of like typically guys, but also women that are just that middle doesn't have any give. It's not squishy. Check your liver, okay? Because a lot of times if your liver is not processing properly, there's absolutely no way that you're going to get rid of that belly fat.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's great information. Dr. Donna, number 5?
Oh, number 5, one of my favorite is red light therapy, or non-invasive body contouring. It is fabulous for the belly fat. Why? Because we can actually use the red light therapy to target that belly fat. And our red light therapy is phenomenal because it'll help you to lose inches. It'll help you with the skin tightening. It's fantastic. You can target. We do have a lot of clients that come in that really are, some of them are not overweight, but they get that little belly fat. And the lights are fantastic for it. I had a client who, no matter how much she worked out, she could not get her 6-pack. And she used our body contouring, and she was amazed to see that belly fat that she could not get rid of helped. And you were able to see her 6-pack. It is just a phenomenal tool.
Can we talk about a little bit about the process of what body contouring does, and why it's so effective? Because I say it's not a respecter of hormones. Doesn't care. It doesn't care. Hallelujah.
It's true. So what it does is we talked about that subcutaneous fat, and the red light therapy actually helps to shrink those fat cells. It doesn't destroy them, right? It literally, the red light therapy helps that fluid that's on the inside of that cell really just pop out. And then, as Dr. Marty mentioned, about the liver, it's important to keep your liver healthy, because the liver is going to help to get rid of that. Okay. And there's no pain whatsoever with it. It is very comfortable. Most people fall asleep on it.
Yeah. People take a nap.
Yeah, they nap, right? We've gone in there and we've heard people snoring.
We love that. We love that. What happens to the fat? So now you're doing body contouring, you're targeting, the fluffy fat, and really at Inspire, we do your whole body. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So if you're going to lay there, we're going to wrap you. Okay.
Yeah.
But specifically in belly fat, we target that area. Just takes a few minutes for the whole process to start. And you're going to start, the fat starts draining out. Everything that's within the cell starts draining out. What happens to that? How do our clients release it out of their body?
Yeah, that's Dr. Marty, right? Dr. Marty talked about the liver.
Sure. Yep. That's why we put them on the vibration plate afterwards. We want that fluid to go into the lymphatic system, and we shake it out of you. We put you on a vibration plate for a little while to get that lymphatic drainage moving, and your body takes that fat that was released from the cell, which it's about a half a pound every time somebody does a session, which is insane.
Yeah.
Your body takes that fat and it's going to send it to the liver for breakdown. Again, when fat breaks down in the body, it breaks down into carbon dioxide and water. So you need to have enough water for you to evacuate that You need to be taking nice deep breaths during your day. And you need to make sure that your liver is chugging away to break that down effectively.
And
Now,
eating the
now,
right
guys, it's not a magic bullet, right? So if you did this process, you're not going to miraculously shrink. If you leave our office and go eat burgers and fries, that's pointless. You do have to eat healthy. And when people go through this process, you don't want to not eat healthy because we're gonna shrink it and you're gonna fill it back up. There's no point. So
Yeah.
you have to eat healthy as well.
And that's the truth for really anything, surgery, anything.
Anything,
There's maintenance comes with everything.
Sure.
Every single little thing. Okay, so there you have it. You want to tackle that belly fat. We have just given you 5 amazing tips of what to do to target it, to tackle it, to get rid of it. So number 1, be stress-free, cortisol levels. Number 2, what are you eating? Number 3, water is life. Number 4, liver function is important. Number 5, body contouring, guys. It is safe. It is safe. No clinical risk to it at all. You don't have to go under the knife. You don't have to have general anesthesia, and it works. So I hope that all of these tips help you. Implement them. Do it. Give us a call. Try our body contouring. It's amazing. It works. And it also tightens your skin, just like a little extra something, okay?
Yep.
So give us a call. Check out our website, guys, inspireweightloss.com. And we'll see you next time for our Get Rid of series.